What is an unbelievable true fact? It is possible for a professional mimic to forget his voice. The most amazing fact I heard of this week is that Saturn's moon Titan has riverine valleys like Earth, except they are formed by flowing liquid methane. Of course, it also rains methane, but the drops are twice as large as rain on Earth and fall at a fifth of the speed. It also has volcanoes that spew a magma that is water and ammonia, and at 100 C has the same viscosity as molten rock. NASA was sued for trespassing on Mars. In the early 1900s, a wave of molasses rushed through the streets of Boston at 35 miles per hour, killing 21 people. 4 decades later, locals said on hot summer days they could still smell molasses in the air. There is more fresh water contained in Loch Ness than in all rivers and lakes in England and Wales combined. When you get a kidney transplant, they usually just leave your original kidneys in your body and put the third kidney in your pelvis. Australia exports sand and camels to the Middle East. There used to be a flying reptile that was as tall as a giraffe. Each cell has about 2 meters of DNA, and you have about 75 to 100 trillion cells in your body. If you took all the DNA in your body, uncoiled it, and lined it up, it would reach the sun and back 300 times. The greater honey guide is a bird that drops its eggs into other birds' nests. When born, the chick has 2 teeth at the end of its beak. It then uses that beak to destroy the other eggs/kill the other birds in the nest. So the mama bird returns to a war zone nest and basically has to raise the chick that slaughtered its babies. It loses the teeth like 2 days after being born. Birds are savage. At least one person has stayed in space, ISS, since November 2000, making October 31st the last date all of humanity was on the Earth together. Yoda and Miss Piggy were both voiced by the same person. Hyenas have such an aggressive and hormonal society that the females often grope a penis. Olivia de Havilland, who starred as an adult in Gone with the Wind in 1939, is still alive. If you are 25 years old, ups 1/3 of all the humans that were alive at your birth have died. Penguins do have knees. Trees have such intricate root systems that a tree low on one particular type of nutrient will acquire some from his neighbors and make up for it later. This is especially prevalent during the winter months when some trees don't have leaves and so need extra help from their evergreen friends. A day on Mercury is longer than a year on Mercury. The time it takes to see a full cycle of sunrises is 176 Earth days. The time it takes to orbit the Sun is about half that. The Stegosaurus was as old to the Tyrannosaurus as the T-Rex is to us. Dinosaurs lived for a long time. Vending machines kill more people than sharks a year. That asphalt, bitumen, is actually in a constant liquid state, so you are driving on a surface that has a viscosity level 1000x more than that of honey. One of the youngest person diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease was 31 years old and pregnant. She died less than 2 years after giving birth. And she is not the youngest case in the world. You can find cases of people getting diagnosed in their mid-late 20s, very rare, but it happens. Oldest woman to have gotten pregnant naturally and delivered was 59 years old. She got pregnant by surprise thinking she might have cancer. The youngest one was 5 years old. About 40,000 Americans are injured by toilets each year. Sacred sheep. The ancient Sumerians, who are thought to have developed the first form of writing, cuneiform script, immortalized sheep in the form of gods in their religion. Egyptians believed that sheep were sacred. They even had them mummified when they died, just like humans. Martin and Gary Kemp, from Spandia Ballet. Gary was born with only one kidney. He developed a condition which caused his kidney to fail. His younger brother Martin agreed to be a donor, and it turned out on the scan that Martin had been born with 3 kidneys. A pistol shrimp's claw can move at a speed of 97 kilometers per hour. The speed of the snap is such that a bubble is created consisting of vacuum. The internal low pressure causes a water pulse that immobilizes prey with an associated noise of 218 decibels, which is louder than a bullet, and reportedly a temperature of 4,800 degrees centigrade, which is similar to the surface temperature of the sun, albeit over a very small area. Source: 1 https://n.m.wikipedia.org/wiki/alphaday, 2 http://large.stanford.edu/courses/2017/ph240/nag2/. Edit: Pistol Shrimp in Action, https://www.youtube.com/watch v equals wxcktkgd2bg. The Japanese performed surgical experiments on live humans with no painkillers, as well as intentionally spreading disease and famine, and the US gave them a free pass in exchange of gaining data on these experiments before the Russians. Dark part of history that we chose to ignore, unfortunately. Source: Unit 731. It rains diamonds on Jupiter and Saturn. Also, Mars is inhabited by robots. Every time you shuffle a deck of cards, chances are you have put them in an order never seen in the history of the universe. If you live in Montana, switching from electric heat to a rocket mass heater will reduce your carbon footprint more than parking 7 cars.